guys, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time stopping by, thanks for stopping by. Now, due to my recent internet celebrity status, or lack thereof, I've been requested to make a build for somebody who's looked at my work, checked out a couple of videos, and liked what we did here. Never mind that this person happens to be my wife. So, I caved in because our anniversary is coming soon. She's been really asking for a computer that she can have her own. She sees that, you know, my son has one, I have like 4, and she's like, well, I want a computer to do photo, video, editing, you know, stuff like that, whatever that she chooses to do with it, because I have no idea. Mainly she crochets and stuff, but I guess she wants to get into the, you know, tech field too. So I was happy to oblige. I did have a couple of parts laying around that I wasn't using or wasn't in any other builds. So we're gonna go ahead and use the Corsair Carbide 275R. I had this in one of my other videos. I did a review it already. If you'd like to see it, go ahead and check the video out. I'll put a link in the description, or, you know, at the top of the screen right there. So this is what the chassis that we're going to use for the entire build. So far as the motherboard, I did have this before in one of my test benches. I didn't really use it that much. It's going to be the ASRock X370 Killer SLI AC. So the good thing about this, yeah, too bad it's not an X470 board, but you know, I already had it. It's a really good board nonetheless, and it comes with Wi-Fi, so I don't have to buy any extra parts to make sure it connects to the wireless network in the house. What's going to go in that board is the Ryzen, the 2200G. It has onboard graphics because we're not putting a graphics card in this build yet. Graphics card prices are still a little bit high for what I want to put into the rig, so we're just going to buy one later. When prices come down a little bit more. So the 2200G is definitely going to be good for the video graphics needs of the system. So far as storage, and we're going to use a Kingston 120 gigabyte SSD. So this is going to hold the OS and maybe some important programs, so we can make sure we get the fast boot times and things of that nature. For additional storage, we got a Seagate 1000 terabyte, 1000 terabyte, oh Jesus, 1000 gigabyte hard drive. So this is going to be some of her long-term storage, like any photos or videos she wants. And then we have a Western Digital 500 gigabyte hard drive that maybe she wanted to play some games, that she can load some games on these hard drives. So she has a little bit of storage that we can add some extra items on the computer. So far as memory, we have a Trident Z RGB kit. This is 3000 megahertz. This stuff is still pretty pricey, you know, amidst what's going on with Hynix, Samsung, and all that stuff. I've had this kit for a little while. I had to RMA it because one of the sticks stopped working, so I got a brand new kit from G.Skill. Woohoo! And since she's been clamoring about RGB, this definitely will suffice so far as the light up in the rig. So far as fans, we're gonna take out the 120 millimeter fans that are inside the case right now. For the front, we're gonna go ahead and replace it with these Fantex 140 millimeter fans. And then for the top of the case, we're gonna use these white Fractal Design X2 GP14 140 millimeter fans. If you didn't know, this is kind of like a black and white theme. The board is black and white. The case is black and white, the fans are black and white. I think it'll add a pretty cool contrast of colors, especially when we have the lights going on inside. So far as the cooling solution, we're going to be using an AMD Wraith Prism cooler. Now this cooler only comes with the Ryzen 2700X, I believe. And I scoured eBay looking for different coolers I could buy or possibly test, and I came across this one. So I like it. It's got like a 135 millimeter fan, I believe. I know it's bigger than 92 millimeter. It's going to go ahead and fit on the board perfectly, so I don't really have to add anything or make sure I have any compatibility plates or something to mount the cooler with. So she's going to bolt to the board as is. We'll download that Wraith Prism software so we can go ahead and adjust the colors and make the rig shine even more. So far as power, we're going to go ahead and add this EVGA G3 650 watt power supply. I had an extra one laying around, so this is what's going to power the entire thing, more than enough with what's being put in here, so we shouldn't have any power concerns. This is beefy enough to, you know, handle whatever that we're going to be doing with the rig. So if you guys want to come along today, it's just going to be a little bit of a build vlog. We're going to put it together, enjoy the montage, and we'll see you at the end. Alright guys, I'm glad you enjoyed the video. I do have some qualms about the case when I was building inside of it. For starters, you can't put two 140mm fans on top of the case. You can either put one 120 or one 140 or three 120s. So I wasn't really a big fan of the Corsair's decision to have that awkward fan arrangement. I know it's probably really meant for like radiators and stuff like that, but it'd have been nice at least if I could put like two 140mm fans on top, so I wasn't able to do that. Besides that, the motherboard tray to relation to the back side of the case, you know, it's a little high on top, so unless you got really small fingers, it's gonna be real difficult for you to push wires into the back. But you know, other than that, it wasn't that bad. There's plenty of space for everything else to put into the case. Didn't have any other hang-ups. Just those two things, you know, like, which Corsair will probably fix about the case. But other than that, everything was cool. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, thumbs down. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. You guys leave comments in the comment section if you guys want to see something different or want me to do something different. As always, be awesome, be heavy. See you guys on the next one.